Good morning, everyone, and welcome to my first day in the life as a type 1 diabetic. Today has a lot of different parts to it. I didn't really think about it, but at the same time I was like, you know what? No, this is a day in the life for me, and this is what happens sometimes. So it is currently 7:45. I typically, at this point, I'm still upstairs getting ready for the morning. And that is because I usually don't leave for work until around 8 to 8:10 in the morning. But this morning I have to go get blood work done at 8:15, which is about 10 minutes the other direction that I need to go for work today. So I am leaving a little bit earlier than I typically do so I can get to my appointment on time. I also am not allowed to eat or drink anything before I go. Typical blood work. So my blood sugar, I think I showed earlier, it was like an 86 or 89. 81. Well, hopefully I don't keep dropping. So I'm currently in 81. So I did pack a juice box in my purse. So as soon as they're done doing my blood work, I can quickly have a juice box and bring myself back up. My breakfast is already at work, my lunch is already at work, and I am going to probably treat myself to Starbucks after my lab work. So, yeah. So I don't have to do anything this morning in the kitchen because everything's already done for me. Like I said, I have that appointment at 8. I'm going to go into work like I typically do. And then at 3:30 today, I am getting the COVID Pfizer booster shot. Because I am a type 1 diabetic, they are recommending that people with compromised immune systems or people that have any medical issues to get the booster shot. So I made that appointment on Wednesday. So I'm going to be doing that this afternoon. I also have a pump site change that I probably will do at work today. So basically, needless to say, I have blood work, an insulin shot, and a COVID shot all today. So 3 shots today, which is nothing compared to what it used to be as a kid for me. So let's go ahead and get this day started. And actually, I might leave a little earlier and maybe they can take me in faster. So, all right, let's get started. Well, I was going to get blood work done and they cut off the entire main road where I live. So, literally from one street to like the 3rd major street from there. So like half a mile they blocked off the entire road. So I'm now stuck on a side road and my appointment was at 8:15 and it is currently 8:15. So I just canceled that and I moved it to next Friday. So I am just stuck on one of the side roads in traffic because the whole street was blocked off and everybody is headed into work right now. So, like, literally, this is my view. So, yeah. Alright, so I ended up just running into Dunkin'. The line is so long now. So I just got a hot coffee with French vanilla and cream. Lately I've been liking Dunkin's hot coffee more than their iced coffee. So, alright. My blood sugar is a 66. So I did get 3 Munchkin donuts. They're each 8 carbs a piece. So I'm only gonna put in for 1 of them. So this would have been 24 grams of carbs. But I'm only gonna put in 1 of them and then just put in some insulin for my coffee. So I'm gonna put in like 1.5 units for right now and just see what happens. I am also low on insulin, so I'm gonna have to do that earlier than I thought I would. So, alright, I'm gonna put in 1.8 units and head on off to work. See y'all then. Hey guys, I'm doing a double video right now because I am also posting this on my TikTok page, but I am doing a site change here at work. I knew my pump would not last through the whole day, so we are doing a quick change here at work, and let's get started. Alright, so obviously we have my bottle of insulin, and we're going to connect the insulin to the reservoir, which is what holds the insulin in my pump. So I'm gonna fill this guy up. You don't want any bubbles in it, so you have to like tap them out so no air bubbles get trapped in, because if that happens, your insulin will not go in properly, which could lead to a lot of issues like high blood sugars and all that kind of stuff. But since this was a full bottle of insulin, I did not have very many air bubbles. So that guy's done. And then this is the quick set, which is actually where the needle is attached to. So pull that off. I'm going to connect the top of the quick set to the reservoir. This is how the insulin actually goes through from the reservoir to the insulin pump into my body. Then we are going to, I know, it's not happy with me because there's nothing left. I am going to start a new reservoir and rewind it. This takes just like maybe 20 or 30 seconds. In the meantime, I'm going to take off my previous site. Obviously, I am wearing jeans, so I am doing another stomach site today. Golly. And here is what is attached to my body. This can actually come off, which just leaves this on my body at all times. And this is actually what's inside the skin. If you can see, there's a little piece of plastic right there, and that's how the insulin goes through the body. It's very interesting. All right, this is all set. So now we are going to fill up the pump and load it so it can do what it needs to do and prime. This is the longest part. Just having to wait. You can see it's doing its magic. Oh, already done. So now we are going to watch the tubing because the insulin's gonna start to come through, and then we're gonna wait for little droplets to come off, which tells us that the insulin is going through. So that is all ready to go. And then I am going to attach it to the actual inserter. I call it my clicker. If you are also a Medtronic user, you're probably like, what the heck is that? Yeah, I've had this same clicker for 17 years. It's the only one I use. I've gotten used to it now. So if you're a fellow Medtronic and you're like, what is that device? This is how it used to be in the early 2000s. So it's all set up, ready to go, and now I am going to, can't forget to do my alcohol wipe. So I'm just gonna wipe the space on my stomach. I don't really know exactly where I'm gonna put it yet. I'm gonna let it breathe and get all situated. And then I'm going to, I typically go close to my belly button. I'm gonna go right here. So I just get it all ready. I count 1, 2, 3, and it's inserted. This guy comes off. I take the needle out, the needle gets put away, and I fill up the cannula, and we're all set to go for 3 more days. So I will do another site change like Monday. So yeah, there we go. I've definitely learned how to do this quickly, that's for sure. And here is the aftermath of supplies. It's always a mess of stuff everywhere. So there's another moment of a type 1 diabetic. I'm really loving these earrings. I might have to wear them like every single day in the month of October. So, all right, I will see you guys around lunchtime. Hey guys, so it is now lunchtime. I am actually in the office all by myself. Everyone has gone out for lunch, but I had leftovers from yesterday's lunch out, so I am going to eat my leftovers. So this is kind of the tricky part with diabetes, is you have to be really good at guessing carb amounts. So, not gonna lie, typically I would just like pick a random like about number and I would just go with it and say, we'll see what happens. But today I decided to actually look up what I would think be carb amount, or at least close to it. So I am having waffle fries and half of a like chicken sandwich from lunch that I had out yesterday. So typically I would just guess, but like I said, for the case of this video and to really show you just how much work goes into being a diabetic, I went ahead and looked up things online. So I looked up the Orita fries because these are pretty dang close to them. And it says that about 8 pieces of fries is about 13 carbs. That seems really low to me, so I'm going to put in a full 13 for the 4 that I have. And I know that doesn't really make sense, but I think this is 13 carbs in itself. So then I looked up just what a white sub roll would be. I think this is an 8-inch, but I ate half of it already. So one full 8-inch is 52 carbs, but I'm only eating half of that. So I'm gonna put in like 25 carbs, I would say. So in total, for this meal, I would probably put in between 35 to 40 grams of carbs. I am having a Sprite Zero, which is basically a diet soda, which is 0, so I don't have to worry about that. But I think I'm gonna put in around 40. Honestly, I feel like I should be putting in more. So that's just that. Now I also need to check and see what my blood sugar is and see if I need to add any insulin or decrease any insulin because of my blood sugar. So I'm gonna go to my app. So since I have a CGM, which is a continuous glucose monitor, I don't have to test my blood sugar every single time I eat, because this little, so you can see what it looks like. This little guy stays on my arm for 14 days, and it continuously checks my blood sugar like every minute of the day, probably even more than every minute, but give or take. So all I have to do is I just have to open up my app, which is this Freestyle Yellow app, and all I have to do is hit check glucose, and I just put it up against the meter, and then it will tell me my blood sugar is a 146. This is a perfect blood sugar. I typically like to sit between 90 and 150. So because of this, I do have to do a little bit of a blood sugar bolus. I don't know why the correct word is not coming to my mind right now. So I'm going to take my pump. This is the thing that I just changed earlier. That's attached to my belly. And I am going to go ahead and turn it on, hit Bolus. Then I'm going to go to Bolus Wizard. So then I'm going to put in what my blood sugar is. So I'm a 146. So because of my blood sugar, I already have to put in 1 unit of insulin. So I'm just going to add that 1 unit to the 4 units I'm going to have for lunch. So, and I'm just going to round up a little bit. So we're going to put in 5.5 units for my lunch and for my blood sugar. So, and there it goes. Doesn't want to. So it is putting all of it in for me. It's such a game changer now. Life is so much easier as a diabetic. When I was diagnosed as a child, my parents literally had to measure every single thing out and make sure that it was in range. I'm so thankful I don't have to do that anymore. And just pumps and technology devices have come so far for a diabetic. So I'm so thankful for this little device that keeps me alive every single moment of the day, and super thankful for apps on your phone that can test your blood sugar. So I am going to eat my lunch, probably gonna watch a YouTube video, or I'll watch Grey's Anatomy. I don't know. I'm gonna watch one of them too, because again, it's quiet and I'm here by myself. So I'm going to enjoy lunch on my own and watch something on my phone and eat, and I will probably check in again when I am leaving work and headed to Walgreens to get my COVID booster shot. So we'll check in then. See you later. All right, the workday is done. Now it's time to get a booster shot and go home from there. All right, booster shot is all done. Simple and easy, quick. Super thankful for the ability to get booster shots to keep me healthy and safe. So, and a pro that with diabetes, you're not afraid of needles, so it doesn't bother me. So, all right, it is 4 o'clock. Let's go home. Hi, peeps. Hi. Mom's home. So obviously I am home. I am changed into my comfy gear of shorts and a t-shirt. I love coming home and just changing into comfy clothes. If you don't do that, I don't know what's wrong with you. So it is currently 6:45. I am going to have leftover tacos for dinner tonight, which are typically between 20 to 30 carbs. So I'm gonna have that. Did I not bring my phone down? No, I didn't. Okay, hold on. I had to get my phone because check my blood sugar. So I'm a 148, right on target where I'm supposed to. So I'm going to eat my tacos, probably have a glass of wine, Bolus for all of that, and then I'm going to start decorating my house for fall and Halloween. I am going to do a separate video for that, so be on the lookout for that. I will check in one more time I go to bed tonight, but other than that, thank you guys for following, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.